You know, before I hit the live button, I kind of had a headache creeping in. But, knock on wood. Since then, since like 2 minutes ago, I feel it kind of fading away. Maybe I was just kind of anticipating this. Maybe it was just some anxiety type stuff. Anyway, hi there. Congrats again on getting first swag, and you're a speedy fella. Fast as fuck, boy. Swag, and if I didn't know any better, I'd say you're kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog, if you think about it. But yeah, we're back. I figured, I don't know, I was deciding what I wanted to do today, and I figured, I was kind of, what's the word? I was kind of indecisive about if I wanted to stream today, but I figured I had a good time yesterday with you all, and I do want to be more consistent, so streaming 2 days in a row is probably a pretty good idea. So today, we are going to wrap up Kaori's, what the hell do they call it? I know it's not career mode, but if I say career mode, I know everyone's going to know what I mean. It's called like World Tour or something like that. But yeah, I think we've only got the Alaska stage left over for Kaori, which is obviously, you know, the race event, which is 3 heats, they call it. And then the trick event. And then, like I said, I like to do the free ride on Untracked and Pipe Dream. And we'll also finish up the trick book for her, which I estimate will take about a half hour, maybe more. And then from then on, I don't know, maybe we'll just start with another character or something. But yeah, this will be a shorter stream. Maybe around an hour, hour and a half-ish. I don't know. I know I say that a lot, and then I end up not doing a short stream. I guess I just wanted to put that there to make myself not feel bad if I decide that I do want to just have it be a shorter stream, you know? I don't think we used this outfit at all yesterday, so let's use Super X.
Customized board. And a craftsman needs. Select in pipe.
Yeah, Alaska's the one we're on, right?
Alaska.
Yeah, I remember now. I made sure to do the Aloha Ice Jam trick event before I ended, because it's like I don't want to start with that, because that's like that's the hardest one in my opinion. And then I did it first try, so. Anywho, let's get into it. Trick Chapter 5, so that's only gonna that probably won't take
this new addition to the SSX World Circuit presents challenges at a whole new level.
Especially because Chapter 6 is the easiest, well, the second easiest.
Making it down the icy path is hard enough. Finding and mastering Alaska's numerous shortcuts is even harder. Just remember to breathe.
Is this like how people in Alaska, like, what's the worst, like commute to their jobs? Like, yep, going downtown today, honey. And it's just like 20 minutes going down a slope. That'd be pretty badass.
She was a smash last season, so now we're expecting something special.
Oh god, Simon's here.
Please go away!
Play nice!
Check his hard drive immediately. What the fuck kind of comment is that? Before this I was playing, I don't know how many of you are familiar with it, but it's called a True Crime Streets of LA, which came out in, like, I gotta say 2002, 2003? Maybe 2002, maybe even earlier than that, maybe 2001. I don't know. But it was one of the GTA clones that came out after GTA 3, but this one had the, pardon me, it had the, oh god, oh wow, landed that. But True Crime has the, I guess, unique trait of, instead of being the criminal, you're, you know, a law enforcement. Well, you're not a cop, you're more of an agent, I guess. Like, you're not like a beat cop, you know, like, you're kind of like an undercover detective type. But yeah. And I don't know, it's like I have good memories with it, but playing it today, I was just kind of like, oh no. The controls are very questionable, because this was like I said, this was like only just after GTA 3 came out, and everyone else was like, oh, we could do a open world crime game with shooting and driving together. So like, it was really early on, and this was like before the controls, like the general control scheme for those games, the universal one that we see today, wasn't like figured out yet. Because, oh my god, like, even the buttons they have you pressing, like, to shoot, because I'm on an Xbox controller, to shoot is RB, to get in and out of a car is LB, so you better believe you're gonna be wondering, was it LB or RB to shoot in the middle of a chase, then you're gonna hit LB and dive out of the car, and you're gonna be like, god damn it. I feel like, I'm not doing too well. I feel like the majority of the developers' focus was on the hand-to-hand combat, which is decent. It is decent. It really feels like they were like, what if we made Grand Theft Auto, but then, like, it was also Yakuza? Because it's not bad, per se. It's just not super intuitive. And it's like all the different strategies that I try for it don't really work, aside from just kind of button mashing. You know, it's because there's 3 attack buttons. There's a punch, there's a kick, and then there's a jump kick, which is a whole separate button from regular kick. And so it's like, you just kind of mash one until it stops working, and then you just start mashing another one. The shooting is weird, just the driving's weird, the cameras are really weird. It's one of those older games you go back and play and you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have gone back and played this. It could have at least retained some of the, you know, the mysticism around it. Because it's like, man, there's a lot of old games that, like, I mean, like right here, I'm playing one right here, an old game that still holds up to the point where, truth be told, like, comparing SSX Tricky to other snowboarding games that, like, came out recently, I would still say SSX Tricky's better. And maybe that's just me looking through nostalgic goggles, but, you know. But yeah, the True Crime Streets of LA, I have to say, I don't think aged very well. It's a sequel, True Crime New York City. That one I have... That one I spent more time playing. And I would have to imagine that one's probably better than this one. Because I was playing it just to, like, see if it would be something I want to stream, and I'm still kind of torn on that, because on the one hand, a lot of goofy shit did happen, which I think would make for good stream content. But then at the same time, it's like I said, the whole game is just kind of not well made. But then again, just for the novelty's sake, I think it would be interesting. And I also don't need to do like a full playthrough of it, you know what I mean? As for True Crime, I was gonna say True Crime on tour, but that's SSX on tour. Now I'm just putting the universes together. But True Crime New York City, I do need to test that one. Oh, what the hell? I do need to test that one a bit before I decide if I want to stream it or not, just because I do remember, at least on the Xbox original version of the game, every now and then the game would crash, just hard freeze, and it would be the kind of crash where it would... Ooh, let me hear this. Sounds like I got some phlegm. How childish! I love Kaori, dude.
Wonderful
Oh,
time
man.
result.
But, yeah, True Crime New York City, every now and then it would just hard crash, just freeze. And it would be the kind of freeze where it would, like, sustain the audio. You know what I mean? So it would just be like, like that, which is just, ugh. I hate that. I hate that. Just one long, droning, sustained. Just that induces anxiety in me like nothing else. Okay, well maybe not like nothing else. Like a car driving through my house would probably give me more anxiety than just a sustained note, but it's up there. Alright, much better start this time around, I have to say. I was in last place around this point in the... Oh, God! No, Kaori! Thank God she's got those poofy leg warmers on. Gotta provide some kind of protection. I think it's funny that she wears, like, mittens, too. You know what I mean? Just really going for the kawaii factor. But yeah, I'll see how I feel about streaming True Crime Streets of LA. Just, I think I'm about halfway through it at this point. Also, I think, I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure the final boss of Streets of LA is supposed to be kind of like a parody of Kim Jong-il, who is obviously, you know, the father of the current leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un. Because I don't think they outright call him Kim Jong-il, but they do call him General Kim, and I think he does kind of look like Kim Jong-il. And it's like, well, I guess the game did come out in the very early 2000s, so I guess that's relevant. I remember seeing games that came out that were like, the final boss was like Osama bin Laden and stuff like that. Or, there's an arcade game called Narc. Kind of just like a side-scrolling shooting game. And if I remember wait. Was it that game? No, I don't remember. No, it wasn't that game. I don't know. There was an older game from that generation where I remember Hitler being the final boss, and it's just like, oh. It's like I could understand. It's like if Streets of LA really was going for like a parody Kim Jong-il, I could understand them not just outright calling him that and just calling him, you know, General Kim. Because it's like, well, everyone's still gonna know who you're talking about, but it's like, I guess less jarring in a way. That, or you know what, I'm completely fine with the final boss just not even being a real person or a reference to a real person or anything like that. It could just be, you know, it could just be some like high-ranking mobster with a leather jacket and eye patch. There you go. Cut, print. Oh, but dude, yeah, Streets of LA, like, I think I might stream it, even if it is kind of, like, grueling to play sometimes with the controls and the camera. There were so many goofies, like, there was one moment where it was, like, because the game has, like, what are they called, like, Radiant quests, or something like that? You know, like, the kind of, like, miscellaneous quests that games have you do, where it's just, like, something that you can repeat, kind of like how Skyrim has the bandit bounties, where you go to a tavern and you're like, I'm looking for work, and they're like, oh look, the Jarl's men left this bounty letter, you know what I mean? And then it just sends you after a random bandit at a random location. But like in Streets of LA, as you're driving around, you'll get calls for street crime, you know, which honestly, there's a pretty impressive variety when it comes to the kind of crime you'll see. And I think I was chasing someone that was like a carjacker, and I was driving behind them and just pumping the back of their car full of pistol ammunition, you know, as standard police protocol. And when they finally stopped, they tried to run. And so I'm booking it after them right down the middle of the road, and I catch them, and now me and him are kung fu fighting in the middle of the road, because of course. And I shit you not, at one point, as we were fighting, just a car came full speed and just hit him. Inches away from hitting me, but completely wiped him out. Like, there was nothing left. It made me audibly go, oh! And then I just kind of stood there for a minute like, huh. Because, like, the game either rewards you or punishes you depending on if you're, like, you know, being a good cop or a bad cop, and killing an unarmed suspect usually grants you bad cop points. But it's like, in this situation, it's kind of like, well, I didn't do that. Like, sure, I was having a little martial artist fight with him in the middle of, you know, Santa Monica Boulevard, but I didn't drive that sedan right into him at like 60 miles per hour. And it's the funniest thing, because like at the bottom of the screen, it'll be like, crime resolved, suspect defeated. And I'm like, yeah, that's one way to put it. He's sure looking defeated. Oh, I think I might stream that game just because I think it would just be silly. Just for the silly factor of it all. Yeah, the sequel to it, New York City, I do have fonder memories with that one, just because they leaned more into just... Well, there is more customization. Like, you don't get to make your own character or anything like that, but you can, like, change his hair or his outfit and all that. And you have access to, like in the police precinct, you have, like, police-issue weapons. You know, that's where you go if you want to get, like, a baton or a taser or, like, a beanbag shotgun, you know, non-lethal stuff like that. But then you can go to, like, like a black market weapons dealer, and you could get non-police issue stuff, like legit like samurai swords and stuff like that, or like, you know, the kind of guns that are definitely not non-lethal, that are very, very, very lethal, extra lethal. And it's kind of neat, the way that the game just kind of like lets you decide how you want to be, because like pretty much everything you do kind of determines if you're getting good cop or bad cop points. Like shooting somebody, for instance, like a suspect, obviously, like shooting civilians will get you bad cop points. But it's like if you're chasing someone down, you know, if you're chasing someone down and they're not actively trying to shoot at you, because if they are shooting at you, it doesn't matter. You can just do whatever you want. But if they're not actively shooting at you, it's like getting them in the chest or abdomen area is neutral. You don't get good or bad cop points for that. Shooting them in the arm or the leg will get you good cop points, but if you go for the headshot, you get bad cop points. But like I said, if they're actively shooting at you, it doesn't matter. You can shoot them wherever. Which I guess makes sense. I think you still get good cop points if you manage to like disarm them without killing them, like, you know, shooting a limb. I don't know, I think it's kind of neat the way that they do that, because not a lot of games take the whole, like, non-lethal side of things into account, you know? And it is really cool when games give you the option. What was that one game, like Dishonored, I think it was called? That game, I remember, had a pretty decent, like, choice to be made if you wanted to go the lethal or non-lethal route. And I think it even impacted the game a bit, because there was like some plague going on in that game, and I think it was being spread by like rats and stuff like that. And I don't know if it's true. I remember somebody telling me like the more people that you kill, it'll start attracting more rats, and the more rats there are, the worse the plague gets. Whereas if you go the non-lethal route, you know, like, you know, the rats aren't attracted to the still living unconscious bodies, and therefore you're not letting it spread quite as much. I don't know, that could be complete malarkey. But it's still a cool thought, nonetheless. Yeah, I've just been kind of in the mood to play, like, old-school third-person shooting games, like, you know, like Grand Theft Auto, for instance, or Saints Row, or the True Crime series. I also want to read. When I was a kid, I played a lot of these like urban crime type games, like Grand Theft Auto. Because another two I want to do. One's called 25 to Life, which one of my friends gave me when we were in like 7th or 8th grade. And that one's kind of weird, but also I remember thinking it was kind of fun at the same time. And I also want to play 50 Cent Bulletproof, because that one's actually pretty good. It was actually a pretty good game. You know what I mean? Like, you could say it was like, oh, well, it was only made to stroke 50 Cent's ego, but it's like, I don't really give a shit if it's a fun game. You know, I heard a rumor, which also probably isn't true, but I heard a rumor that I just want to hear closer. She's right.
Congratulations.
I heard a rumor that 50 Cent was actually like auditioning or was originally asked to do the voice line for CJ, the protagonist in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, but it like fell through or something else because they wound up going with a lesser-known rapper called Young Melee, and a lot of rumors spread that the whole reason that the game 50 Cent Bulletproof exists is because 50 Cent was kind of like unhappy that he didn't get to play CJ, and he's like, well, fuck it, I'll make my own third-person shooter urban crime game. And man went and did. I mean, I give him credit. It's a fun game. I remember playing it as a kid. I haven't played it in probably like 20 years. Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh, you know what? Okay, yeah, 20 years. Here, I was gonna be like, well, I'm not that old, but then I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I actually kind of am. God damn it. Yeah, these are all games that I'm considering if I want to play them on stream or not, because I don't know, I've just been kind of in a... I feel weird calling, like, original Xbox and PS2 era games, like, old school, but I guess they are these days, man. I mean, PS2, they're already talking about making a PS6, so...
Set up character. Customize board.
There was another one called Mark Echo's Getting Up, which wasn't really a shooter. Well, it wasn't a shooter at all, actually. It was more of a...
Show off.
kind of like a stealth game, sort of, but like there was like also parkour elements, and the main point of the game is you're like a graffiti artist. So obviously doing graffiti is a big part of it as well. But yeah, it's got like stealth mechanics, it's got like parkour mechanics. It's got some kind of like beat 'em up mechanics, sort of.
The rewards, battle scars, and bragging rights. The track, Alaska, the newest member of the SSX circuit. Surviving the onslaught of obstacles and conditions on these slopes is a badge of courage that few can boast to wear.
One sec, I'm gonna lose my tracking for just a moment. Ooh, phone disconnected. There it is. My bad. Really cool looking sky tonight. It's kind of like a pinkish purple. Oh wow! Oh. Now let's just restart. Yeah, it's a really stormy day today, like super duper stormy. But not like scary levels. It was more comfortable. Shit. I really want to get that rail. Whatever. We'll just roll with that.
Definitely that was sweet.
That was weird. She didn't jump when I hit the button. Kaori! We need to work together. feel like I do not have the points that I should already have. Oh, what kind of level design is that? Man, I feel like those 3 races went really quick. Man, that's weird. There's like a weird lip on the top of that. Stop you from doing a trick on it. Ah, I rotated the wrong way. Pain. That's how I feel on the inside, the noise she just made. Well, still not a crazy amount of... I was just about to say doing a little bit better, but I feel like this is another one of those levels where you kind of can't miss these rails. Because, you know, just going through these... Because it's like just going through the course like the normal way, there's really not a whole lot of opportunity to do tricks. Through it! Come on, Kaori. Okay. I do remember that a lot of the points you get on this track is towards the end of it. Like especially that one really big jump where you have like the fan pushing you uphill. Marcel, I can't keep calling my mom to have her look at my SSX Tricky gameplay. I get it, you're going down the mountain on a snowboard. Whoop-de-doo.
Read the fine sound. Now you're getting it. Funky dope maneuver.
Like, Mom, you don't get it. The man in the game said I'm funky dope. She could have at least like put her hand out there and try to grab it. I feel like I should get points for just merely surviving. Aww. Man, some of these rails, they just phase right through. Like, I've heard of phase connect, but this is phase disconnect. All I'm saying is I'm basically the Pipkin Pippa of missing my grind opportunities in this game. Oh my god, dude, I was watching Pippa fucking eat cat food yesterday, dude. Oh my god, why did she do this shit to herself? Oh my god, I was feeling sick and I was just watching it, man. I felt like I could smell that cat food through the damn screen. Oh my, I felt so bad for her, dude. I think she did it because of charity donations that she got. Like, they hit a certain point to where she ate cat food. Like, that was one of the things, eat cat food on stream. But it's like, you could have just not volunteered to do that. I wouldn't have. Like, sorry this is disappointing, but I'm never doing no streams where it's like, come watch me eat gross stuff and throw up. That is not a genre I'm interested in exploring. I don't have the stomach for it. Like, straight up, I just do not have the stomach for it. And I'm man enough to admit it.
Now you're playing with style.
Now, I still struggle to eat, like, sushi sometimes, and I actually like sushi. But You know what I mean? It's like the first couple I'm like, oh yeah, this is the best. But then, like after I had like 3 pieces of sushi, it's like, you know what? If I eat any more uncooked fish, I think I'm gonna literally die. The Chinese restaurant that I really like, that's like right down the street from where I live, they have, like I'm sure other ones do too, but they've got one called the Philadelphia roll, which is, it doesn't have any uncooked fish in it actually. It does have smoked salmon, I think it's smoked salmon. We've got the gold nice and easy, by the way, right here. But yeah, even that kind, I don't know, it's just the texture, I guess. I'm a very texture-centric person. Something can taste amazing, but if it doesn't have that great of a texture, I'm gonna be kind of scuzzed by it. It's like, I like eggs a lot, but I can only eat them cooked certain ways. Otherwise, it kind of gives me the icky. That's weird. It's like I'm not really that much of a picky eater. I like a whole wide variety of different foods, you know, but it's just it's the texture for me. And it goes both ways. There's food that I like it just because the texture. Like I could eat white rice, just plain unseasoned white rice, just because I like the texture of it. It's got a good mouthfeel, you know. You know what, Kaori, you saying that I'm so cool makes it all worth it. Phased right through that rail, which I guess I'm glad, because I guess I would have kind of sucked and missed that trick. But yeah, I'll probably be streaming some more, like, I guess retro stuff. I still feel weird calling that era of games retro, but I guess I'll just have to just accept that it is. Nice, almost made it at 900k. Kaori. Sugoi. Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
Did not beat my previous score, but I did better than Borinator. Borinator, if you're hearing this, I'm calling you out, brother. I like how my model has like kind of like a twitchy eye while I'm saying that. You don't know the kind of enemy you're making out of me, Borinator.
Nice riding. You're moving on.
Yeah, that's right.
You are now master level.
All right, guys, one more little dance. As we have now reached max rank with Kaori. I really like the name Kaori. We did it, guys. That's better enough of that. Alright. So, now we're just doing a trick book for old Kaori. Huh, and this is taking longer than I expected. We're almost at like the 40-minute mark. Fair enough. So now what we do is we go out to free ride. Not single event, but free ride.
Practice. Select event.
I really like this character select, by the way. It's really cool. A lot of personality.
Customized board.
Princess Pie. Aw.
Craftsman needs.
Alright.
Select. Pipe.
Time for the victory lap session of every playthrough. I like that this game has these 2 tracks that are just kind of there for just, you know, free ride. Or Pipe Dream does have a
Unbelievable.
You can do it in single
This
event.
is the
doesn't it?
cherry on top. Chew it slowly.
But I do appreciate that the game basically gives you these tracks to just kind of be like your victory lap, you know? And I've seen people play with mods that actually let you do like a race on this track with other riders. And I can't find it anywhere. It's like, where do you get these mods?
大自然とお友達になって滑ろう
I can't, I have no idea what she said, but it had a lot of heart in it. I think she said something about Tamagotchi? Talking about her friends? Or maybe she said Tamagotchi. I need to charge my Tamagotchi. Alright, let's see about doing some trick hook tricks. Oh my goodness, a 1080 horizontal rotation. I guess that's better than a vertical rotation. I'll give it the old college try.
Daddy!
Nope. Not enough rotation. One more half rotation, I think, would have done it, actually.
Crazy!
Is that it? Ah! One more half rotation again. Is that it? Hey! Oh my fucking god, dude, look at it. It's like I'm trying to read hieroglyphics or some shit. Okay, so what was that? 720, so that's 2 full spins, and then... See, it's games like this that made me good at, like, the whole, like, mathematics behind, like, degrees of rotation and all that. I have it memorized because of games like this. I need to look at it again. Okay. So... They do not want me to tweak it. So that simplifies it. That's fine. I don't need no stinking tricky. That was not enough rotation. Or too much rotation, actually. Look at me overachieving. Not enough. There it was. I only dinged my shin off of that branch, but Alright, a FS Rodeo 720 mutation. When did it get rid of Tricky? Is that it? Ah, shit. I am hit. It's probably this one. Yeah, okay. Damn. No, not Tricky. That's not enough. There it was. I managed to sneak out the rotation at the very end. Oh, god damn it. I hate it when they make me do chains. So, I'll just read this out loud. FS Rodeo 720 tail grab to late method madness. Gotta get rid of the Tricky again. Because it's like the tricks where it's like L plus B. It's like doing that when you have the Tricky will make you do an Uber trick, but it doesn't want me to do an Uber trick, it wants a method madness. I did it! Oh my god, I snuck it out at the very end. Gotta get rid of the Tricky. So, okay. Is that a 900 360 with all the shoulder buttons into L plus B? Sorry for pausing so much. I don't know if I'm gonna have an opportunity to do a jump that big. I think I'm getting towards the end of the trick. It's not a big deal because, like, I could always just... Like, Pipe Dream's good for doing the trick book. Tokyo Ice Jam, or no, Tokyo Megaplex. Those are good ones for it. Man, I don't know. Something about that GameCube graphic snow is just very appealing. Not enough rotation. Damn. I think that would have been it. Oh, I did an experimental, not a method madness. So, sorry that I'm pausing so much. It's just these ones are so complicated to like memorize. Oh, right into the tree, of course. Man, that skybox looks pretty good. That's a pretty good looking skybox. Like they definitely just took like a JPEG of a real life mountain, but I don't care. It still looks really good. This section looks like an avalanche just happened recently. I'd be a little nervous, but not Kaori. She looks like she's just like on her way home from school. No. Oh. I was gonna say that was too many flips, but then I fucking biffed it on the rocks anyway. So it goes. Okay, okay, okay. Now let's hit up Pipe Dream for the second phase of our victory lap. And we'll see if this course is where I finish Kaori's trick book and therefore
Almost
finish
completely
her in
redesigned by
general.
the twisted minds of ex-British boarders turned engineers.
Ex-British
This maze
boarders.
of steel, Teflon, and snow-covered concrete is the mecca of pipe and rail lovers worldwide.
That kind of
The
sounds like it could be a
possibilities
band
are
name.
endless,
Ex-British
and a good
boarders.
imagination will serve you well towards maxing out on the trick potential of Pipe Dream.
Pretty trippy place.
レールの上をガンガン滑っちゃうもんね。
She said it best. I come. Alright. Let's see if I can do it like right away. I did it right away. Oh, and now we're on chapter 6. At this point, yeah, it's just do all the various uber tricks. I don't even need to check the book for these ones. And then just the pirouette, I think. Which, that's Kaori's signature move, by the way. And that's it. Once we get to the bottom of this track, we've 100% of Kaori. Let's go. Did she say ora? Ora! Honestly, very based of the developers to say, no, we need to have the anime girl in there. We need to have her. Like, are you sure? Because, like a lot of people aren't going to be able to understand what she's saying if she's speaking Japanese. They're like, good. Good. Gatekeep girl boss. Genki Kai. See, DJ Roselle even speaks Japanese. Nice. Alright, I think we'll, considering this took a bit longer than I thought, I think we'll just start with another character, you know? Maybe do the first race, the first trick event. I don't know, I am feeling a bit better than I was before. So this might actually not be a short stream after all. I don't know. For me, like, 2 hours is like the median time, like the threshold. Like shorter than 2 hours for me is a short stream. Anything beyond 2 hours is normal length, and then it's like for me, like once you hit like 5 hours, I feel like that's long stream. But then again, that's just me. Everybody has their different, you know, levels and all that, so it's really just whatever you personally are all right with.
Welcome to
Bam, bam.
SSX
Another one's been 100%ed.
World
Alright, let's see. Who could we go as now?
Select.
Let's see, who haven't I played as recently? I feel like I literally play as everybody. Let's go with Luther. Why not?
No wimps allowed.
No wimps allowed.
Set up carrot.
Set up carrot.
Customized board. A craft.
Look at JP over there.
Customized outfit.
Alright, my buddy Luke.
Select venue.
A gorgeous addition to the SSX World Circuit, the Garibaldi Run is located in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. This seemingly obvious, wide-open, and fast first course also hides some of the best hidden treats of the SSX circuit.
Best
If you
hidden
venture
treats,
off
that's
the
right. They
main
got
path,
Rice Krispies
be
out in
prepared to
those
be
trees. But you gotta keep a keen eye. Find it.
Luther in this pre-race ritual. How imposing. I hope we don't see any injuries out there.
Mike, I'm gonna have to hurt you now, boy.
Luther, dude, the mullet has to go.
Man, the height differences in this game are insane. Like, Luther's supposed to be super tall, and Mac is supposed to be very little, but... Oh my god, it's just... Even then... Also, I do agree, Luther's mullet does have to go. I feel like I'm getting sprayed with hair grease being behind him on the screen. Oh my god. It's flaring up so much that I can see the back of his neck, which isn't modeled. Also, goddamn, is his muffin top not getting, like, cold? Bye-bye. Make way for the Luth. Oh, I got too greedy. See, if I was still playing as Kaori with her max stats, that would have been a fine time to do a trick, but I'm playing as Luther with beginner baby stats. So not the best idea. Now, Luther is someone that already has a lot of enemies, so I don't feel as bad knocking people down, whereas Kaori's kind of popular, and you know what I mean? It's like you'll ruin... It's like you might as well take advantage of the fact that Kaori is popular and therefore doesn't really have anybody gunning for her, whereas Luther is, you know, not very popular, and thus a lot of the other characters do have it out for him. So, you might as well embrace it. If I'm gonna be unpopular right off from the get-go, then the going gonna get got. Put that on a t-shirt.
Clear the runway!
Give me my prize. god, that's so funny they didn't model the back of his neck. Also, are those supposed to be like zebra print pants that he's got on? Very bold choice.
Player one, you're the top dog.
Uh-oh.
Who left all this junk on his back, huh? Half-lighted train! Who loved Luther? Who loved Luther?
We love Luther.
Mama loved Luther!
What the fuck trick is that?
I like it, yeah!
You want another can of worms here, pal?
You wanna mud in my tires?
Both men
Bravo.
super
First
difficult to
place.
understand.
Keep it up in the next race.
I'm honestly surprised Luther and Moby aren't better
Looks like
friends for
you
that
and
reason.
Moby are-
No one knows what the fuck you're saying when I talk? Oh my god, same here! And then the other guy goes, what did you say?
You're not too popular.
Moby went and changed his outfit. He even went and grabbed a different helmet. This one just as reflective as the others. Moby is the dude that was confronting Luther in that cutscene just now.
Oh yeah!
He's British.
Stormville, baby, Stormville, yeah!
What did he say? Stormvale? That's Elden Ring, bud. This is SSX Tricky.
It's now.
I saw that, apparently they're coming out with Elden Ring Tarnished Edition, which is gonna be, it's gonna like have the base game, the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, as well as the Tarnished Edition, which adds like new weapons and armor to the game, I guess, which is interesting. I don't think they've ever done an update like that for us, for one of FromSoft's Souls-likes, where it's like, yeah, we're just gonna put new weapons and armor in there. Apparently that's the version that's coming out on the Switch 2, but they are gonna release it on other platforms as well. Which for me, the only thing I would need to get is the just the additional weapons and armor, which hopefully they release separately and don't charge an arm and a leg for it. Because like Shadow of the Erdtree, dude, that DLC is huge, dude. It's huge. Y-U-G-E, huge. So I mean, it's $40, which is still kind of like, man, but at the same time, it's like, I guess it is just, you know, another 30, 40 hours I'm going to put into this game. Because I'm particular, I'm not just going to like zoom in, kill the bosses, and now I'm done. No, I need to check every square inch of that map, dude. I have to. I literally have to. I will shrivel up and die if I don't. But for this DLC, if all it's adding is just like new weapons and armor, which I'm curious about that, because it's like, what are you going to do? You're going to just like put them in existing merchants' inventories? Or are you gonna like have them spawn in the world? I'm kind of confused about that. Then again, I haven't really looked at deeply into it. So I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for it because honestly, the weapons and the armor they added with Shadow of the Erdtree, super cool stuff. Especially those weapons, man. Oh my god. Like the addition of light greatswords. Oh my god, that is such a welcome change. I like the big Unga Bunga greatswords that they've always had in these games, where it's like every swing your character has to like put their full body strength into, you know. But the light greatswords, you know, the way that they're so flowy. You know what I mean? It's like you have all the reach of a greatsword, but then, like, you know, the precision of a more, like, dexterous type weapon, you know? And that's cool. I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool. I haven't been disappointed by them yet. I'm looking forward to Elden Ring Nightring, too. I mean, I honestly think it'll be pretty cool.
First place.
I know a lot of people aren't super into it. I mean, a lot of people are still equating it to, like, Fortnite, but it's just... Ain't nothing like Fortnite. Which, maybe unpopular opinion, but truth be told, if they did come out with... I could actually see a Souls-like Battle Royale working. I could see it. Which, who knows, maybe they will add something like that for Night Rain, because Night Rain's gonna be pretty much all PvE, you know? With no PvP, but who knows, if the game takes off, maybe they will add, like, a PvP update. And maybe it will be something like that, you know? Which, of course, a lot of people will complain about and not like because it's Fortnite adjacent, but I don't know, I think it'd be pretty neat. I mean, that would be like the first time you really get to have like a grand scale like battle in a Dark Souls or Elden Ring setting. Especially in PvP. I don't even really... I'm not even really a fan of playing PvP in those games, but I don't know, if they did come out with like a Battle Royale Souls-like, I don't know, I would try it. I think it would be fun. I know a lot of people would be angry about it, but I think it would be fun. Yeah, bye-bye as I leave you in my dust. Sorry, Kaori. Oh, Kaori got back on her feet real quick. Hey, we hit the 1 hour mark. Nice. I thought I would be ending right about now. I don't know, maybe we'll get like halfway through Luther's career. I don't know, maybe we'll do another... Like, cause Snow Dream is next. Maybe we'll do through Snow Dream on the races and the trick events and call it there.
Just down. Player 1, you're breaking trail for the rest of them.
Oh yeah, and I gotta stream Paper Mario. I have a lot of games I want to stream, and then when it comes time to stream, I'm like, oh, there's too many choices. I'm gonna be the world's first streamer that streams like 6 games at the same time, and they're all gonna be binded to one controller. I could stream Elder Scrolls Online. I've been playing a bit of that. I don't know, I mean, like, not the most eventful game, but I mean, it is an MMO. I mean, what do you expect? I do remember... I thought the PvP in that game was alright back when I played it on PS4, so I don't know, maybe I'll branch into that. That would at least be more action-packed for streaming. But also, I don't know, I mean... The PvE in that game would be nice for just like a chilled, laid-back stream where I can kind of just, you know, I can just chat a lot.
Backside 360 with a lead.
Clear the runway!
You did it. Luther, that big girthy boy, got a lot of momentum behind him.
Oi, fudge! What comes around, goes around! Take a picture while you're still pretty!
Moby just goes like, oh my god, you think I'm pretty?
I am the big dog, baby!
No one disputing that.
You've got the goal. There was no dawdling out there today.
No dawdling, you hear that?
Congratulations. Your top 3 placing has opened up your next challenge.
0%
Proceed to the
dawdle.
next level.
Aw, Moby at
You may seem laid
97%.
back off the slopes, but Moby's got a temper, and you've stirred it.
He's got a temper and he's also got a concussion after I smacked him upside the head 3 or 4 times.
Your SSX rank is now rookie.
Let's see, what face am I gonna do for Luther's? We'll do this one. Yeah, there we go. This will better suit Luther's little level up cutscene.
Luther is in the house!
Customize outfit. Customize board. Go for style and substance.
Alright, well, we're using Phoenix USA. And now we're doing the show off event at old Garibaldi. Oh yeah, Garibaldi's in Canada.
A gorgeous addition to the SSX World Circuit, the Garibaldi Run is
I don't know what it
located
is,
in
but
beautiful British
in
Columbia,
these extreme
Canada.
sports
It's
games,
seemingly obvious wide
in
open
my
and
opinion
fast
and my
course
experience,
also hides
anytime
the
there's a
best
level that
entry
takes place in
features on the
Canada, it's
SSX
usually
circuit.
really
If you
good. It's
venture
usually
off the main
Kino.
path, be prepared
Tony
to
Hawk's Pro Skater 3, wow. I'm lisping over here. That Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 had a Canada level. That was the second one in the career mode. And that was like my favorite one, man. It was so cool.
In the summer, I'm coming back here with my truck, baby.
I'm coming back here with my truck, baby. Alright.
Break into the top 3 point totals to advance.
Woo! Just barely made that one.
Big air bonus.
Now that's a funky dope trick right there, bashing yourself in the face with the board as you're in the air. I got the gold already. King Luther. Eh. Ooh, Lord, he comes.
360 with the tail grab.
Oh, nice, nice.
Backside 360.
That's why having a lot of mass is nice. You just bounce right off of shit. He's like Bob from Tekken, where he just uses it to his advantage. I need to play Tekken again. I haven't played it in so long. There's like 1 or 2 DLC characters that came out that I haven't even tried yet. Same with Street Fighter 6, man. I haven't played that yet. They came out with Mai. No, yeah, they did. Right? Yeah. And Terry too, I think. Which I like Terry. He's a cool character. I really like how in the what game is he from? Fatal Fury? I like in the older Fatal Fury games, his voice lines were in English, but you could tell that it was like a Japanese speaker doing it, because he'd be like, "Hey, come up."
Time bonus.
Ah. Oh, I landed right before the concussion, so it counted. Nice.
I got wings! I got wings!
Yeah, baby, chicken wings waiting for you back at the lodge. Oh man.
Wrap me up, I'm done. Oh, doggy!
all you lovely ladies out there, hey, Luther's single. I mean, he's got a certain charm to him.
I like it, yeah!
One thing that's throws me off with Luther is that he's like the one character in the game that's actually friends with JP. Every other character hates JP. But even then, Luther's just being taken advantage of by JP apparently, because JP just wants to have like a big man as his bodyguard. Go, go,
I'm gonna
go.
get my name on a baseball cap.
Why were they chanting like go, go, go? Go, go, go. Like when I was already done. Like at that point, like there is no more going.
Next challenge. The Snowdream. You've earned a place in the next event. You're an SSX contender.
Yeah, I do my
Yeah,
best.
baby, that's better than real butter.
That's better than real butter? What? Is he implying that his tricks are margarine?
That's one for the gipper, baby, that's one for the gipper.
Up, up.
Bring on the dog. No wimps allowed.
No imps allowed, guys. Damn, no imps allowed? Alright, I guess I'll see you guys soon. Alright, I don't think I got it.
Customize outfit.
I think I got a new board?
Customize board.
Yeah, sweet potato pie.
Pick a good one.
That there, a good old sweet potato pie there, rather.
Setup.
Let's see, yeah, we got Snow Dream. We'll do Snow Dreams events and we'll see where we stand after that. Maybe we'll keep going. I don't know. We'll see. I am feeling a bit better than I was. Like, I don't know, I didn't feel sick. I just had that, like, general blah feeling, you know what I mean? Like, my head kind of hurt just a little bit, just like this dull headache.
Snowdream was the first and most friendly course of the SSX
Ass,
circuit.
but I feel a bit
But the
better now.
designers here in Japan have decided to expand and upgrade the challenges. This year's course is not only faster, but trickier with numerous new paths.
Trickier? He said the thing. Go, 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 go. Now, yeah, now they're chanting like go, 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 go.
One of this race's favorites has to be Luther Dwayne Grady. Who can stop this mountain of a man?
Whoa, Brody gonna beat JP's ass.
We dogpile him at the bottom, right?
Mais oui, je sais.
Luther's just like, I don't know what the fuck you just said to me. Are you speaking Italian again? No, Luther, I am French.
Y'all, this is Roselle. Strap on your snowboard for Soul Dream Japan. Front side 360. Look at Japan.
And like, yeah, in France they speak Italian, don't they?
Line up, ladies, line right up.
All right, ladies, you heard him. Oh no! Oh! I mean, for a man of his stature, he could sure move. There ain't no denying that. I gotta give credit where it's due.
Yeah!
Nothing. I know that's the name of the trick, but why did he say it like that? Nothing. Like, wow. Okay, DJ Roselle. Tell me how you really feel. Oh no, that's gonna be ugly. Oh my god! I keep going so risky with these tricks and it keeps paying off. I need to be more offensive and less defensive.
Breakfast, mama!
What'd he say? Give me my breakfast, mama? Where does he think he is right now? Is he just having like an out-of-body experience? Mama, my pancakes gone cold. Took too long to eat them.
Bring it on the bacon, baby! Bring it on the bacon!
Now he's talking about bacon? Yeah, he thinks he's just at home eating breakfast.
Front side 360. With the
I done told you, close that damn window. It's getting drafty in here. And the camera just zooms out and it's just him on a mountain all alone. Rock the beat. Rock the beat. It's like some Jet Set Radio sounding music. Too much. Lucia. Rock the beat. Hey, what's up, Nexus? Good to see you, man.
That was the finest boarding I've witnessed in some
How are you
time.
doing today?
Tremendous speeds were reached.
We're just having ourselves a low impact, easy stream tonight, methinks. So we'll probably go a little bit longer. Do a couple more events here. Doing pretty good. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. I'm doing pretty good myself. I was just kind of like headachy and kind of just blah the whole day, but I kind of feel better now that I guess I'm taking my mind off of that. I still think it's probably for the best that I don't go too long tonight. I'll get my rest.
Now you're getting it.
Now I'm getting it, guys. I'm an academic. Hoo-yo. Oh. Headaches do suck, dude. It's like, oh my god, they really do suck. It's like, at least I can still play video games if I have like a stomach ache or something. With a headache, it's like I can't even like look at the screen a lot of the times. It's like, what am I supposed to do, man? Just sit there with my eyes closed? I'll just play video games in my brain. It's like, well, you could just not play video games. No, that's crazy talk. Yeah, there's just like nothing you can do when you've got a headache. It's just so debilitating, you know? Did I say that word right? So yeah, man, I think it might be something to do with the weather. It's been really rainy today, which I think is kind of just giving me low energy in general. I did sleep in a bit today, but maybe that worked to my detriment. Let's see if I can get up here. Oh!
I did that on purpose, man. I did that on purpose.
Did that on purpose. Let me just remove my eyes. I'm sure that'll help me play games while I have a headache. Said no one ever, yeah? Yeah, just like, just like how people have like false teeth, you know, you just take them out, put them in a glass of water or something just to keep them moist, and then you pop them back in when you're ready. I would do that with my eyes if I could. Heck, if I could, I would have spares. Like you know that scene in Toy Story 2 where that guy comes over to fix Woody and he's got like that big intricate kit for like repairing toys and he opens one of the drawers and it's just all like eyes for dolls, you know? I would have that and just do like, oh man, my eyes are getting kind of sore. Plop, take them out, put them in glass of water, take a spare, you know, plop, put them right in. There we go, I'm ready to go. That's probably a disturbing visual, but I would do it. I would just do it when nobody's around because it wouldn't. I think that would freak people out. I would so. If only it were that easy, yeah, right? Like, you know, I like thinking about stuff like Cyberpunk and all that. It's like I don't know if I would ever like actually get any crazy cybernetic stuff, like, you know, like to the point where I've got like a like a processing chip in my brain and all that. It's like, I don't know if I need that, but it's like, if I could have like if I could just like get like cybernetic swappable eyes, I would do that. I would do that. I would also give myself an extra pair of arms. Detachable though, because I don't know if I'd be able. I'm a side sleeper, and it's already hard enough sleeping on your side with just, you know, one set of arms, let alone with 2 sets of arms. But yeah, I would give myself an extra pair of arms. Absolutely. No question about it. Like cybernetic implants become like a regular commodity. Day one, I'm in there getting an extra pair of arms. There ain't no question about it. I will literally become Goro from Mortal Kombat, and nobody can stop me. Hell yeah. I don't know why. That was like, you know, when you're a kid and you're like, oh, well, what superpower would you have? You know, people are like, oh, I'd be able to fly, or I would turn invisible. I was always just like, I want extra arms. But think of how useful that would be. It would be so useful, dude. Think about it. I could be sitting here playing SSX Tricky with one pair of arms while pumping iron with the other 2, and then just swap. And then I just swap. I could literally just always be straight beefing it out, pumping that iron up and down. I'll get so muscular to the point where it's like I can't even put my arms behind my back. You know what I mean? I would just I mean, like, why not, you know? So true, so damn true. Now, like, when it comes to, like, an extra pair of legs, I don't know about that. I don't know if I would go for that. Like, I don't even know how that works. Like, maybe like, giving yourself, like, a centaur-style attachment to your body so you had, like, a horse lower half, I guess, but... I don't know, that's getting a little weird.
Tailgate parted, baby.
Tailgate parted, baby. Extra pair of legs would be tricky unless you want to become a spider. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I would feel like I'm some kind of weird Spider-Man, and not like a charming Spider-Man, but like a body horror Spider-Man.
Congratulations. Your top 3 placing has opened up your next challenge, the Elysium Alps venue.
Yeah, like, extra arms, I think, would be literally nothing but useful, whereas extra legs, I feel like they just kind of get in the way. It would scare the shit out of people, you're damn right that it would.
Is natural.
Like, is that a literal Spider-Man? Not Spider-Man, but Spider Space Man? Especially if I had my extra arms as well, then yeah. I am a Spider Space Man. No capital, because it's not my name. It's more just what I am. It's who I am. It's the essence of my being a spider space man. Oh, we leveled up again. Gotta get my face on it. I don't mess around. I don't really mess around with the different face presets and all that other stuff enough. I really should. I need to like memorize which one is which. Honestly, I could just probably keep a written list. The Gipper. We're gonna stick with Sweet Potato Pie because we've got a trick event coming up, and Alpine boards ain't all that great for trick events. They're kind of big and clunky. They're nice and fast. They're very aerodynamic in a racing sort of way. In a trick kind of way, no. It takes 25 years to do a 360 with an Alpine board.
We head to the slopes atop the heights of Japan's mountain range. Snow Dream. Our new season.
Snow Dream. It's gonna be Snow Nightmare once I get out there. A Snow Stress Dream. Snow Fever Dream? Wah, wah. Bert terrorizing the competition. Hey, that's the way to be. Hey, Rui, good to see you. How's it going? All's well. Doing fine. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear it. Bringing on the bacon. I thought he said "give me my pie," but I guess between "give me my pie" and "give me my prize," maybe that ain't. Maybe those aren't mutually exclusive. And anyway, we've already got the gold medal because I am the greatest in the world. No, definitely not. I've seen like videos on YouTube of people playing this and getting like insane high scores, and they're just the most efficient, like, you know what I mean? They're just doing everything just right. I'm like, man, that must have taken so long to like memorize. There ain't no way. If I choose drinking right or waste away in Final Fantasy 4. Well, I mean, I guess you could drink and write to start out with and maybe see how that goes, and if it doesn't click with you, then I guess you could always just switch to Final Fantasy 14. But at the end of the day, whatever tickles your fancy most, I'd say.
I can do this all day, baby.
Maybe, yeah, I mean, either way. Ain't no pressure. As long as you're enjoying what you're doing. You know, it's something that I have to kind of remind myself a lot, is that it's also okay to just do nothing sometimes. Like, absolutely nothing. Like, literally just kind of sit there and zone out. I mean, I do that a lot, and then I feel bad. Like, did I really just sit there and, like, stare into the void for 5 minutes? But there's nothing wrong with doing that, you know? I mean, sometimes that's what the brain needs. It's kind of like hitting the refresh button in a way. I wish I could, but my family would be on my ass for that. Nah, I get you. Just be sure you get enough time for yourself, you know, to kind of just air out your brain and all that. I feel like that's something that's very important. Lord knows if I didn't do that every now and then, I'd be streaming to you from a pad. Alright, screw it. Let's do Elysium Alps as well. And maybe we'll wrap up after that. I don't know.
Congratulations. You picked up
I think the farthest I want to go is Mercury City Meltdown, completing that, which is after Elysium Alps, just because I want to leave enough for another stream, you know?
Congratulations. Your top 3 placing has opened up your next nice riding.
Your next
You're moving on. You have achieved star status.
Swamp Bucket Boogie!
Swamp Bucket Boogie? That sounds like a venereal disease. It's like, oh man, you don't look so good. We're like, yeah, I caught Swamp Bucket Boogie. Oh, you know what it's time for. We ranked up again. Ew, yeah, right? Swamp Bucket, but like, why did he yell that out? Swamp Bucket Boogie! Like, what does that even entail? Like a bucket that you just keep out in the swamp? It sounds like a nerdly unit. Kind of does.
Customize board.
The Gipper. I thought it said the gripper.
And substance.
Like, hey, get them grippers out of here. Put them away. You know, let's use the Gipper. Because I probably won't use it again after this.
Customize outfit.
Still haven't gotten a new outfit. That's okay.
Select event.
I haven't really been paying attention to the trick book. Alright, the Elysium Alps. We're heading back to France. I like how it just says Europe.
Returning to France for another goal.
But then right away they're like, yeah, and here we are in France. I mean, like, it's not wrong, but just they could be more specific.
At first glance, but very different once you're riding. Some improvements will be obvious, but others will require a keen eye.
I know that it's supposed to just be because it's like This looks like very late afternoon, early evening type lighting, and I know that's why. But in my head, I keep thinking like the snow in France just kind of has like a light pinkish hue to it.
I haven't heard this much cheering since my mom was on that talk show.
Since my mom was on that talk show, oh, Luther.
I'm Rozelle, and this is the Elysian House.
Alright, I'll try and do the trick a little bit. If I can even with this video. So yeah, the first chapter is just all the baby tricks. No rotations. Tasty.
Player one, you got the top spot.
Hell yeah.
Stale fish.
Stale fish. Tail grab air. Huh. I got glass in my face. I got glass in my face.
Sweet big air bone.
Filet o stale fish. Give me that stale fish. Give me that fish. And then now they want a mutation here. I don't know why I said that like an alien. Now they want a mutation error. I guess my cover's blown, guys. I've been a Martian this whole time. Nosebleed error. Huh. Nosebleed, that's just like when I'm watching one of them animes. One of them Japanese cartoons. I can picture Luther being a fan of being a fan of anime, even though he doesn't really know what it is. Oh yeah, sometime that Dragon Ball Z come on, that's hot shit right there. I think Goku just like me. He would be a fan of Megas XLR. I love that.
Oh yeah, you're the showstopper.
Y'all ain't sitting there watching Megas XLR, don't even talk to me. If I ain't watching Megas XLR or football, I ain't even got the TV out. He'd be the kind of... He would pronounce it like Annie Mae. I'm watching one of my animes, if you don't mind. Turns out the D for dirt stands for Dandadan. That's right, actually. My name's been an acronym this whole time, and the D does stand for Dandadan. Dandadan, Dandadan, Dandadan. I like Dandadan. I can't wait till the second season comes out. I think it's a very fun, very unserious anime. I'll teach their own approach. Man, I gave myself a concussion for that trick and I didn't even land it. How about that? I hate that the second season is just the second half of the first. Yeah, that does kind of suck. So in a way, that it's kind of just season one. It's the second season of season one. It's seasonception. But I guess fair enough. I mean, I suppose. How you think about it? Nice and smooth through the pipe. I forgot I was... Oh, wow. Okay, thankfully he... Finally, at least he got up facing the right side. You believe you and Ori would make a good down tonight for you. You think so? I can definitely see Callie fitting that mold. She would be a really fun character in something like that. I'm very flattered that you think so. You know what? I could see myself getting possessed by some kind of ghost. And it just kind of being like a whatever kind of thing. I'm just kind of an awkward guy.
Like Quicksilver on the slope. Great start.
Like
More
Quicksilver
of
on
that
the
in the semis.
Got a little bit of poetic there. You're like Quicksilver on the slope. That'd be really funny watching Q in that situation too. I can picture her getting kind of spooked by all the, well, you know, monsters and whatnot. And then she would manage to kick their ass anyway. I'm looking forward to seeing Q's model when she finally gets done making it. It's pretty cool that she's learning how to just make it herself. Same, yeah, I think it's gonna be really cool. I thought about learning how to maybe do rigging and all that. Could turn into a decent side hustle, honestly. But even just being able to rig my own stuff would be interesting, you know? Heck, then if I could just get decent at art, I could actually just make my own stuff, you know? At that point, it's like if you want a new outfit or something tweaked, it's like you don't even have to go to the artist, or you don't have to go to an artist or anything, you just do it yourself. That's gotta be a really liberating feeling where it's like, oh yeah, I'd like a new outfit for my model, let me get to drawing it. You know, no having to like, you know, wait for someone else to do it, or to try and like convey what you want, and then, you know, they draw a sketch, and you're like, yeah, this is right, but like this part isn't exactly what I was thinking, and then they have to do the sketch again, you know? Just being able to where it's like, yeah, I have the image in my mind, I'm gonna draw it, and there we go, now there's my new outfit. Yeah, the old, yeah, just, I'm my own boss, exactly. Just being truly independent, which, no disrespect for like artists and riggers and all that, but just being able to do that all on your own, that has to be so like liberating. I need to get back into drawing. I think I could do decent as like an emote artist for now, maybe. I could maybe try doing emotes for myself, maybe, you know, just draw for my friends. Just as a little gift. Because it's kind of like that style that I kind of like to draw in, you know, where it's kind of like cartoony proportions and really thick like outlines and all that. That's kind of how I like to draw anyway, so I feel like emotes is something that I could maybe pick up if I gave it a shot.
Writing out smooth.
Our people wish to celebrate.
Player one, you are the leader. Let's go.
You know what superstition can do. Wave to your mama!
Especially would be relatively easy too if I just like drew a couple templates, you know? Because then it's like I could just reuse the template if someone actually did want to get emotes from me. You know, drawing hair is really daunting and really intimidating, but it's also pretty fun once you kind of get it going. Because like that art that I drew for Necro, like it was really hard to kind of get it the way I wanted it at first, but once I did kind of get the feel for it, it felt really satisfying. It was really fun to do too.
Skin flying squirrel.
It's been really interesting learning how to draw. It's something that I definitely want to keep doing. I've just been, not like in a rut, but I guess I just haven't really
Well done. A first-place
thought about
finish
doing
and
it
in
recently.
time. You own the field.
Drawing hairs, it really is, man. It's daunting, you know. It was helpful where I just kind of decided, like, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw, like, on like a temporary layer, like a sketch layer. I'm gonna draw like a temporary line right about where I want her bangs to go down to, like the lowest points. And then, you know, just draw like a straight line across her forehead where the rest of it's gonna go. And then I kind of just follow that. You know, just kind of draw over that and then just get rid of the line later on. They draw more too than business simulator. Yeah, I feel that. Because, you know, it's like you kind of have to be in like a zen state, I feel, to do art. You know, it's like if I'm sitting here thinking about like, man, I've got to do this, and it's like I really should stream soon, and I really want to play this game, I really want to watch this thing. You know, I'm not able to draw if I have all that stuff bouncing around in my head. I need to be more like free of mind, I guess. My art style, I'd like to have the one from Black Souls. Oh yeah, I know the kind you mean. That is a very charming art style. Like, yeah, kind of like a sketchy style. I do like that style a lot. It's very charming and like simple, but not like how to express it? Like, it's simple, but it's not like it's simple, but it's not simple, I guess. Like, how to explain it? It just feels like, I don't know, I mean, words aren't coming to me. It's messy but elegant. That's a good way to put it, yeah. You know, and it's just, the fact that it kind of just has that charmingly messy nature to begin with. It kind of, I feel like it kind of takes like the pressure off, you know? Because it's like, you're not trying to draw like the Mona Lisa or anything here. You know, so you can kind of do the proportions and all that however you want to. And just, you know, that's just stylization at that point, you know what I mean? Yeah, a friend of mine told me, because I showed her the drawing I did for Necro, and then I showed her a doodle I did of the Aqua Teen Hunger Force characters, and she said that I have that like American cartoon style. You know what I mean? Which, that is a style I appreciate, you know, kind of simplistic, you know, with like the, like I was saying with the emo, it's kind of like a somewhat cartoony proportions with the thick outlines and all that. Which, yeah, I guess that is the style that I like to draw in. Like, she didn't say, she said it in like a complimentary way, you know what I mean? And I definitely took it as a compliment. The Kappa Mikey style? Oh! Let me Google that. Oh, yeah. That's actually a good representation of, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, you're right on the money with that one. I like drawing that kind of style. Like, I like to have a bit of realism, somewhat, you know, but at the same time, it's like, it doesn't need to be, like, perfect either. But yeah, cap on, yeah. That is a really good representation of what I mean. Yeah, I think it's a fun style, you know? It's kind of like what I was saying with, like, that more sketchy style you were talking about, where it's kind of like, you know, it doesn't feel very daunting, you know? It's an art style that you could just kind of have fun with and do it your own way. And which just opens the door for more stylization between artists, you know what I mean? Which, I mean, I feel like that's kind of the same when it comes to, like, anime art styles and all that, too. That would be kind of crazy to learn how to do, like more elegant, like, what's even over, like, contemporary art, you know, like the kind you see, like, museums and stuff. Maybe one day. One day I'll have my magnum opus. That's what everybody's gonna be. They're gonna be like, wow, this one is Dirt's magnum opus. Okay, Sia wiped out. That's helpful. Hopefully these two clowns they follow suit. There is a shortcut right now. Oh yeah. They actually did. Simon and Marisol, yep. Went right down. What the hell is that evil scientist sounding ass guy talking about? Alright, yeah, and this shortcut is going to probably solidify the win. I wonder how things get put into galleries. Yeah, right? Because that's the thing, it's like art is definitely subjective and all that. But it is interesting that there is at least some objectivity with like what is like considered like fine art, you know? I don't know, it's interesting that something can be so subjective yet still have some objectivity to it. But I guess that's what makes it so interesting. Fine artists for snobs. I feel that. I feel that. Like, I could definitely appreciate, like, really well done art, but, you know, I feel that. I guess when I peruse art, I definitely look more at, like, anime-style art, VTuber fan art's probably a big chunk of the art I consume.
I am the big dog, baby!
Baby.
Congratulations. The gold is yours. You set a blistering pace. You're moving to the next.
Oh, Mesa Blanca's the fourth one. Okay. Ooh. Rock the beat. Alright. I don't know if it said I unlocked a new door or not. Let's go take a gander. Just because you don't see traditional Western art anymore. Yeah, you kind of really don't. You kind of really don't. Which is interesting.
Luther is in the house!
I guess the more like, what would you even call it? Like pop culture art kind of took over.
Set up. Customize board. A craftsman needs the right
Fuck with the growler.
set. Select event.
Modern art for yeah.
Show off.
Like you see a lot of that like modern art stuff where it's just like
Elysium
that
Palace.
one video where the guy runs and jumps on a trampoline while the whole time he's holding like a paintbrush or something against a canvas. Or like there was one where it was literally just a stack of red buckets that fell over, and then the guy that set it up just kind of did like a gesture with his hands like, and that's it, and then everyone starts clapping. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Oh, it's a commentary about what we consider art. It's like, yeah, and my commentary is, this is kind of dumb. Like, hey, I'm an art appreciator, don't get me wrong, but stuff like that, I guess, does just feel a bit pretentious.
Mesa Blanca.
Okay, so we got the trick event here, and then we got 1, 2,
Tokyo.
3,
Aloha.
4.
Aloha. Tokyo. Mercury City.
I'm trying to decide if I want to end after this trick event right here. We stack these Amazon buckets. Look how deep it is. Yeah, right? It's like, yeah, art's subjective and you can interpret it any way you want, but it's just, I don't know, that stuff just doesn't do it for me. That stuff, it just makes me look at it and it's like,
designer decided to make this year's course look similar at first glance, but very different once you're riding. Some improvements
maybe I'm just not cultured enough. Yeah, I think it might be for the best if I close off after this one. I think my headache's starting to creep back in a bit. But I did already say this was going to be a shorter stream, which in 10 minutes it'll be my average
Because they invented French fries, baby.
Maybe we're just too cultured. Ah, Uno reverse. That could be. Hey, why not? Damn it. I was holding the A button too early, and thusly I didn't jump.
I got wings! going!
Like, I definitely don't want to be like the kind of person to be like, you're not an artist, this isn't art, but it's like, you know, yeah, just stuff like that, it just, I don't know. It just feels like, it kind of does feel like some kind of money laundry type stuff. Like, part of me wonders if, like, people make that kind of art because they know that, like, really rich celebrities and stuff, like, these people have no class. You know, they don't know what's actually valuable. They don't know, like, the actual value of money. So it's like, you know, it's like, oh, what? You spilled a can of paint on this canvas while it was on the floor and you were doing jumping jacks while you did it? Yeah, that's worth $2 billion. Thoughts on Toho? I've never actually really, like, played Toho. So I guess I don't really have that many opinions on it. It does look cool, though. I do approve of it. That's for darn sure. Is Toho where Fumos come from? Because I like Fumos. I'll have to definitely try it. It is cool. Okay. Well then, yes. Dirt approves of Toho. I'll have to play it. I know a lot of people that have played it, but I never have myself. Just me being a bit of a fake weeb like always. Fumosi laps to. They kind of did, didn't they? They kind of did. Yeah, from what I've seen, I like Toho. I'll have to give it a shot. I'll have to put that on my proverbial list of things that I have to give a try for. You know what I mean? Backside 540.
You gotta love it, baby!
You gotta love it. There's no choice. Oh god, I dinged the back of my head. For a second, I thought I only had the bronze medal. I was gonna say, oh no. Like, I feel like I'm a little late in the course to only have bronze, but no, we've got the silver. We will get that gold, rest assured. JP's punk ass can get the wooden medal. We decided to try to recommend starting slow since bullet holes are called that for a reason. Oh god, yeah. Oh god, yeah, don't I know it. Yeah, I don't play a lot of bullet hells, but I have played them in the past. And yeah, it's definitely the kind of thing where, yeah, I would definitely start slow. I'm not like how I used to be like 10 years ago, where it's like, no, I have to play the game on the hardest difficulty right away. To the point where it becomes frustrating because obviously I'm a beginner and I'm not good at it. And then I'm like, why is this game so hard? It's like, well, maybe you could just drop the difficulty. And I'm like, no, I'm not a pansy. not these days, man. I'll gladly play a game on normal mode. I might even start on easy just to get the hang of it and then go to normal. The last game that I played where I was kind of like that, where I was like, no, I have to play on the hardest difficulty, was Mafia 3. And I really did not enjoy playing that game on the hardest difficulty. But, I still got through it all on the hardest difficulty, as unfun as that was. Which is a shame, because I actually did like Mafia 3. But just that difficulty was just so... Toho locks the real ending behind normal. Fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah, like, I would probably start on easy just to, like my first run. And then I would probably just jump to normal after that. Yeah, I don't really mind games doing that, where they lock the real ending behind normal and above. You know, because it kind of incites you to get better. It incites you. It incentivizes you to get better at the game. Windows 0, you don't even fight the final boss. Oh, wow. If you're playing on easy, you don't even fight the final boss? I guess that does make it easy.
I am Lion!
Alright, you know what? Let's do the trick event for Mesa Blanca and then we'll do it. So that'll be like another 10 minutes or so. Which will officially mean that this is not a short stream. But that's fine. The lolly vampire just tells you to get... That's awesome. The lolly vampire.
I am the big dog, baby!
It's like, oh, look at the big man playing on easy difficulty. Oh, wow.
Congratulations. Your top 3 placing has opened up your next challenge, the Mesa Blanca venue. You've earned a place in... Well done. You're an
Alright, yeah, let's just do the trick event from Mesa Blanca. I don't want to end just yet, but I probably should end relatively soon. So we'll go for like another 10 minutes or so. Which will be 2 hours. Oh, and we ranked up again. Time to put on my metal face. Wow, wow. Wibbly wobble. I love how wobbly this model is. It's so wibbly and wobbly. True grits. That's what I've got. True grits. But I got a new outfit, didn't I? Bomber. Yeah. Look at those low-res flames on those pants. Love that. I'll fetch the booze and get to writing. Nice. Hell yeah.
Select event.
Just remember, drink responsibly.
Mesa Blanca.
And yeah, I hope that the inspiration flows for you. I've been wanting to get into writing again too. I used to do it a little bit back in the day. I think it'd be fun to do again.
Like the old days of the Wild West, our riders get ready for a showdown here at a brand new Mesa Blanca. With a redesigned start area that offers 5 paths, racers will have to be sharp to pick the best line. This smooth course allows for intense speed and big air, all in the orange.
Wow, that waterfall is
southern
crazy.
sunset.
That looks like a very thickly knitted blanket. So glad you're good luck with your headache. Yeah, see you later, Rui. And thank you very much.
Say my name!
Yeah, thanks for coming by. I hope the writing goes well for you. I hope you have a nice night. And yeah, man, I'll be seeing you around. Be sure to take care. That's some thick water. Yeah, right? That's like, isn't there something called, like, thick water or something like that? Like, for people that have trouble swallowing or something? I could be completely wrong. Yeah, right. Well, now we know where it comes from. Screw it. I don't need these multipliers. These markipliers.
Made in Japan.
Made in Japan. Man, I'd really like to go to Japan. But man, with like dickheads like Johnny Somali and all that, I'm actually like kind of like nervous to go to another country like that because I don't want them to look at me and be like, "You're not an IRL streamer, are you?" That dude can eat sand, dude. I hope he gets some real jail time, man. I hope Korea just smacks the hell out of that little dude, man. I'm gonna restart. I need to see Johnny Somali get substantial jail time. That would be so great. Just, he's such a fucking dickhead, man. Like, the worst kind of person. You know what I mean? It's like, how much does he have to do before people say, you know what? Yeah, this guy just shouldn't be allowed in public. They really are, yeah. Him, Ice Poseidon, that Vitali dude has been an idiot lately. Yeah, there's way too many, you know? It's just... the everlasting chase for clout, man, it just, the shit it does to people. Like, I couldn't imagine doing that shit. Just making a complete ass of myself. For what? For people that are hate watching? Because Johnny Somali doesn't have fans. Nobody likes Johnny Somali. The only people that watch him and donate to him are people that hate him. And they only donate to him to goad him into doing stuff that gets him into more trouble because they want to see his life ruined. You know? So it's just, it's legitimately like the most bottom feeder thing you could possibly do is to be a nuisance streamer like that. And it's like, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night, you know? It's like, yeah, sure, you're known around the world, but not for anything good, you know? No one's looking at you like, yeah, man, Johnny Somali's awesome, we love that guy. No, like, could you imagine being hated the entire world over? You know what I mean? Like, think about, like, some of the most hated people you can think of. And Johnny Somali probably has more people that hate him than that, you know? For all the wrong reasons, yeah, exactly. And it's like, I know people say, like, oh, any publicity is good publicity, but man, I don't know. I think it really gets to a point where sometimes bad publicity is just bad publicity, you know? I kind of don't want to end after this. We're going to do the race for Mesa Blanca too, and then we'll for real end. For real. I'm having fun shit-talking Johnny Somali. You know what really sucks too is that he's apparently not even Somalian, from what I understand. So he's like, I'm sure there's people out there that are like, you know, like looking at that like, wow, is this just like, you know, wow, is this how Somalians are? But like, he's not even Somali, you know. So like, he's potentially generating hate towards a group of people that he's falsely claiming to be a part of, you know. That really blows. And like, just on a personal level, like something about his face makes me just wanna redacted. Yeah, a lot of douchebags out there, man.
Well done.
True, right?
Congratulations. Well done. You've advanced.
I'm gonna dump into edging because Luther's kind of a big, girthy boy. He doesn't edge very well. Alright. We're doing the race event, which is, you know, 3 heats. And then I will actually end the stream. This is why I can't do short streams, because I never actually want to do a short stream. I always just, oh no, fuck it, I'll just go my normal way. I'm gonna have to change the title to not a short stream.
Into a cool sky that
regular length stream.
Completely redesigned slopes of Mesa Blanca.
A 4-wheel drive track. Yeah, baby.
Has he got red eyes? Or is that just like the from the tint of his sunglasses?
Let's hope the field is ready for
No friends today.
Who needs them, baby?
Go! I am Rozelle here at Mesa Blanca. Redefining style.
Clear the runway!
It's not that tricky. It's simple. It's easy. Oh boy.
First place. Funky Dome.
Funky dude. That's like my favorite thing he says. What do I need to do to get your regular, average, everyday person to refer to me, IEater441, as Funky Dope? Like, just in passing, like, Oh yeah, I saw this guy on Twitter the other day, this pink-haired little guy named Dirt, you know, what can you tell me about him? And like, oh, Dirt? Yeah, he's pretty funky dope. What do I got to achieve before people start saying that about me? I'm gonna put that like in my Twitter bio. Like, Twitch streamer, hyphen, Dragon Boy, hyphen, funky dope. Tricky. There we go. Oh. Nice. Frog hop. Is that what that one's called? I guess. Yeah, I could see it being frog hop. I like how that one's called the rake, where he hits himself in the face. Some Tom and Jerry shit right there. Whoa, Mac! His small frame makes him pierce through the air. But I am Luther. Big Luth. Luther, I hardly know her. Hi, Callie. Hello. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Yeah, we're just doing one more event here before we close off. How you doing? You sleep enough? Hope you're feeling a bit better. I know you've been kind of sick. All right, that was the quarterfinals, right? And then we got the semifinals and the finals. Yeah, that way, quarterfinals.
Bring all your technique to the
Oh, Mac didn't like that. Mac didn't like it when I socked him in the back of the head and made him fly face first in the snow. He didn't like that. See, I was under the impression that he would have been cool with that. That he would have been like, Luther, my man. That haymaker to the back of my skull, that was great. It felt like my eyes were gonna pop out. You're cool, dude.
You've got some enemies in
Oh, I've got some enemies in today's race. Can't imagine why. Oh, did you hear that thing? Someone just ran face first in like a pole or something. You slept forever? Yeah, I did that earlier today too, man. I slept in. I didn't think I was going to be able to. I woke up at like 7 and I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to have to get up. But then no, I managed to sleep for a few more hours after that. I felt great. I hope that at least has you feeling rested. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. I'm a bit tired myself. Like, I don't have a headache right now, but I can tell that it's still kind of there lingering, just waiting to flare up again, so... As much as I feel like I could keep going, I do feel like after this event I should end. I was just thinking, dude, I'm one, like, I can't tell obviously because it's you know me, but I like about like having a streamer voice as opposed to just like a your regular speaking voice, which I'm pretty sure I do. I feel like I talk a lot louder when I stream, but when I'm in a VC with other people, I think I'm pretty quiet. Tasty. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, you know, I mean, but you know, it's just like, it's kind of like having like your public speaking voice. Like, I feel like I'm using my public speaking voice right now, you know, whereas if I was just like talking to somebody casually, like just like at home or something, you know, I'd probably say, yeah, this is probably just my regular speaking voice. I don't even know if you can hear me. I try to enunciate and speak a little louder when I'm on stream. I did not get the air I was hoping to get off of that. I must have hit the jump button like a second too late. Get your ass out of my way. I'm Big Luth. I do, yeah. Okay, it is interesting to think about though, because it's like it's not something I consciously do, you know. So that's like what I'm saying, you know. It's like I don't really notice it, but I'm sure like, you know, someone that like hears me talking during my stream versus someone like, you know, that same person hearing me in just like a Discord voice call or something. Alrighty, one more time around, and that's another gold in my pocket.
First place and
Nice.
a new course record. You found the
Snort
rhythm and
just
didn't
taking
get
over
rocked
the
off.
board, baby.
Time to move on to the next.
I every time I have to come up with like a profile name in a game, I just keep writing some kind of derivative of dirt. You know, it was for a while it was Dort, and then I did like Dork with a K at the end, and now there's Snort in this game. It just keeps devolving until it's going to be completely unrecognizable from Dirt. It's going to have like none of the same letters. Derb. I like the sound of derb. Yeah, I eat derb. Why did I just keep bonking off that rail instead of grinding? What the fuck, EA Games, big challenge everything?
Number 2. Front side 180.
I got glass in my face, it's in my mouth. Oh. This shortcut is so tricky, man. I said the thing. But it's like, it's so narrow and there's so many obstacles. You're almost guaranteed to hit something.
Looking sweet. Full flip with the stale fish.
It's like an old mine shaft, like from the Gold Rush or something. Or the Silver Rush. Or the Uranium Rush. A lot of rushes that had to do with specific rocks in the American West.
On your 10. Front side 1080.
Bringing home the bacon, a whole pack of it. Hickory smoked.
I like it, yeah!
Use your boost.
Use your boost. It's just been sitting there. I do use my boost quite a bit, actually, Rozelle. I don't know where you've been. He's thinking I'm some kind of like no boost McGee over here. Johnny no boost. I'm actually Johnny boost quite a bit, actually. You know the old saying, boost him if you got him. And yet another undisputed win. You can't see, but I'm doing like wrestler winning poses. I'm pointing off to the imaginary audience. Johnny Schmooverhand, that's me.
Big dog, baby!
Find me in Cyberpunk 2077 under the name Johnny
You
Schmooverhand.
weren't holding back. Good time result.
What?
Buddha, Buddha,
You weren't holding back. Thanks, robot.
Congratulations. Your top 3 placing has opened up your next challenge. The Mercury City Meltdown venue. Move on to the next course. You have achieved champ status.
All right. One more rank up scene, and I got my face on for it. I don't have many excuses to play around with the different toggles, so I might as well embrace it when I have it. Yeah, get mad damn straight. Yeah. Is that hardcore enough for you? Is that beefy enough? Triple beef tortilla. 3 kinds of beef. Don't ask what they are. Alright, as much as I do feel like I could keep going, I think I ought to just end before I start to get a headache. But I did have fun. This was good. It feels good to be... I swear, like I was saying yesterday, man, I looked at... When I pulled up my creator dashboard on Twitch here, and I saw that the most recent activity was like from 13 days ago, and I'm like, it's really been like 2 weeks since I streamed. It was constantly, yeah, I'm glad you did too. Always a pleasure to have you here. Yeah, the last stream I did before yesterday was the power wash sim that we did together, which that was a really fun time. Best viewers on Stream Boo. How about you stream boo and fuck off? Thanks, Callie. It's hard to believe time. It really does. It does. I've just been kind of preoccupied with a lot of other stuff IRL, so I guess it kind of lost track of time, you know. So it goes. But yeah, let's go ahead and find someone to raid. I'm gonna wrap up here, maybe make some green tea to, you know, kind of chill out. Just pull up my followers. And I follow a lot of people on this website. I don't think we can throw a raid Pentacat's way. Check, make sure she's not ending in
It ends when we can
Oh.
fix camp.
You probably just heard her voice. Yeah, it looks like she's still going for a bit. Looks middle of the game. So yeah, we'll just send a raid out to Tentacat. Currently playing, oh, Schedule 1? Yeah, I've heard about this game. It's like a drug simulator. It looks like they're growing marijuana. So if you want to watch some sweet marijuana action, let's go and send a raid to Tentacat, who very kind, lovely person. If you're not familiar with her, I'm sure you'll enjoy her. She's very cool. We appreciate Tentacat. And yeah, thanks a lot for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. It was a fun time. We'll see when I stream again. I do want to at least do maybe one more time this week. Thanks for streaming. I'm glad. I hope it was a nice thing for you to wake up to. Alright, and with that, guys, we will end the stream. Sayonara. See you next time. Luther? I hardly know her.